Sola og cola, julekalender. Sola og cola, med deilig kanelsmak. Sola og cola, hver dag helt frem til jul. Sola og cola, julekalender.
Hi, and welcome to a new episode of Sola and Cola's Christmas calendar. My name is Sola, as usual, and today I have my friend Ikola as a guest again. Hi, Ikola.
Hello, Sola. I'm back again.
Yeah, Shady's back.
Back again.
Guess who's back? I don't remember the lyrics.
Me neither. It's been a while.
Yeah, well, just like a week or so.
Maybe 3 days. You know, time flies by very fast when you have fun.
That's true. For some reason, I feel like speaking English today. I don't know why.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I think it's a very cool language, so we should speak it more often.
Yeah, definitely. I did speak English when I did the interview with David Wise and David Oak and Chris Marlowe.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, and that time I got to hold the Nintendo PlayStation.
Yeah, and you dropped it. And you had to buy it for $1 million.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm still broke because of that.
Yeah, but it was worth to buy so you can sell it for even more.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's fun to have you here again.
Yeah, of course. I'm always here when I can.
Yeah, it's always nice to have you here since you're my best friend.
Yeah, and so are you.
Oh.
Best buddies.
That's heartwarming.
It's Christmas time. You gotta make some love in the Christmas.
Yeah, let's make some love.
So, I mean, spread some love during Christmas.
Okay.
Spread the love.
Wow, this sure got very homoerotic very quickly. Yeah, I think it's the language that does it.
This is not our native language, so it's not so easy.
Yeah, that's true. We're just very silly when we start speaking English.
Yeah. I think all of us are.
Yeah.
We got a guest.
I wonder who it is. There's another guest. Usually I only have one guest in the podcast, at least in the Christmas podcast. So we're getting an extra guest. I wonder who it is.
Let's see.
Let's go see. Grant Kirkhope!
You gotta be shitting me.
Wow!
Hello, Eric and Andy. It's so nice to be here in Norway. I have a very special gift for you.
You have? That's awesome.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, here we are. It's a personally signed copy of Banjo-Kazooie for you.
Ooh.
Wow. That's so nice of you.
You know who's taking that?
Me?
Me.
No, that's me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. By the way, come in.
I'm in. It's a bit cold outside. God, this weather's dreadful.
Yeah. Well, it's Norway, so of course it's cold.
Yeah, freezing. I'm a California man now. California's where I need to be.
Yeah.
It's a bit hotter there too, I think.
It is. It's very nice.
So, have a seat.
Thank you very much. Very comfortable.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself to our listeners?
So, my name is Grant Kirkhope. I'm a composer. And I guess I've done games over the years. I was at Rare in 1995, like, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Dark, Mi Pinata, GoldenEye, things like that. And then I went on to Big Huge Games and did Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, and then Civilization games. And recently I've just done Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and I've remixed my Sparrow Mountain tune from Banjo-Kazooie for Super Smash Brothers.
Ooh.
All great games too.
Yeah, a lot of great games. But you forgot the ukulele.
Of course, yeah, I did forget you.
Can't forget that.
I'm getting old now, so I forget what I've done. So I'm getting old, so that's my excuse.
And also, haven't you started doing like music for like movies and stuff now?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I've done little bits and pieces. So I've just recently done an animation short called The Wrong Rock.
Yeah.
And that's actually directed by Michael Cawood, who was also at Rare when I was there. He worked on Cameo. He moved to America a while ago and has been in LA for quite a while. And he's been working on big movies like Planet of the Apes and Bumblebee and Pirates of the Caribbean and big things like that. And he does his own animations on the side. So he's just done this Wrong Rock thing. And we kind of hooked up on Facebook, and we both realized we lived in LA, and said, do you want to write music for us? I said, yeah, great. So it's just come out. So it's a really high quality animation. It's like DreamWorks quality. It's fantastic.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm.
Hopefully you'll do like a big budget Hollywood movie next.
The new Harry Potter movie.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. But I mean, I guess right now, I'd love to have a crack at the Super Mario Brothers movie that Illumination are making.
That would be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, could have done the Mario game. I kind of thought, I'd like to do that. I mean, I guess I'll get anywhere near it, but I'm going to try. I'd love, because usually like they never choose a game guy to do the movie, right?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of feeling like I really need to try and push for that. So anybody out there wants to bother Illumination and say you need to hire Grant Kirkhope, then that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that, Eric.
Yeah, we should make a petition.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'll sign it.
Us too.
By the way, do you want some eggnog?
I would like a very large glass of eggnog with as much alcohol as you can get in it.
I'll just give me a second. I'll pour it for you.
Very nice. Yeah.
Here you go.
I think that works very well.
Eggnog rules the world.
For some reason, it's not popular in Norway, actually.
What? That's disgraceful.
Yeah, in Norway, instead we drink something called mulled wine.
Or akkevitt.
Yeah, my wife likes mulled wine. She makes that at Christmas time, so she likes that. I get that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because that's like our number one Christmas drink in Norway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, we like mulled wine over here. It's very nice.
Ah, cool.
A sip of the glass.
Yeah. Just help yourself.
Yeah, I needed some cola, you know.
You need to clear out the palates.
Yeah, of course. Well, the podcast is called Soul and Cola, so I need to drink a lot of cola, you know.
Yeah.
I understand. Right, all right.
But yeah, let's talk about Banjo-Kazooie.
Let's.
Yeah, let's do that. And like Banjo-Kazooie, it brings back so many memories for me, because like I remember I got it for Christmas when I was just a little kid.
And I needed to help you beat it, and
yeah, you did help me beat it. But yeah, well, I was just wondering like how you created the music for Banjo-Kazooie.
So, Dream became Banjo-Kazooie. So I'd written Dream was like a big RPG, but more like a Zelda type thing.
Yeah.
And so I'd written kind of 107 pieces of music for that game. And then it got scrapped and we changed it to Banjo-Kazooie, so I had to start again.
Yeah.
And the music that I wrote for Dream was kind of not suitable for a platform game because it was more adventure-y, not as jolly as perhaps Banjo turned out to be. So I had to kind of start again. So Tim Stamper, who was one of the bosses of the company, and Greg Mayles, who was the head of Banjo, said to me, you need to write a platform tune for us to let us know you can do it. Because I hadn't been at Rare very long then, so I didn't know if I could do it or not. So I wrote... It is the spring version of Click Clock Woods. But when I wrote it, it wasn't. When I wrote it, I just wrote I was trying to write a jolly platform piece.
Yeah.
So I wrote that and let Tim and Greg hear it, and they liked it. And so I started writing the game. And then when it got to Click Clock Woods, I felt that piece suited it. So I used it for Click Clock Woods. And then I wrote the summer, the winter, and the autumn versions as well. But so that tune was written just kind of me trying to write a jolly platform piece. Okay. I was trying to because Banjo-Kazooie are really oddball, and we were trying not to copy Mario because we were trying to beat Mario 64, right? That was our goal.
Yeah, and I say it's pretty close.
Yeah, well, definitely.
I mean, Mario's a great game, right?
Of course.
Banjo's better.
I wouldn't say that, but I was trying to write music that was different to Nintendo, because Koji Kondo writes that really fantastic kind of poppy jazz style. And I just can't write like that. I'd make a real mess of it. So I had to try and find something that would be our own style of music that would fit our game and wouldn't maybe fit a Nintendo game. So I came upon that kind of quirky, oddball feel for the music, that kind of tritone, umpari thing. And it kind of fitted. So I was just trying to write music that I thought would match the characters. Like, Banjo's a dumb, strong bear, and Kazooie's a sarcastic bird. So I was trying to make the music reflect their personalities.
Kind of like Goofy with the
more quirky, or that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, but some of the music from Project Dream ended up in other games too, didn't they?
Yeah, so I did use the main Dream theme in Viva Pinata.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think some of it ended up in DK64. But I think most of it got scrapped. Well, I didn't use it. But yeah, some of the boss pieces from Dream ended up, I think, in DK64. And the main theme was the main theme in Viva Pinata, I think. Well, it was certainly in there. A couple of versions of that. So yeah, I'm not great at repurposing music. I don't really like to do that normally, but I kind of felt I'd written so much music for Dream that I could maybe squeeze it in somewhere else. So it kind of fitted up a bit in DK and a bit in Viva Pinata.
Okay.
I do hope you have the other Project Dream tunes. So
I have got them. I've just they're sat on my hard drive right now. We have them,
yeah, you should send it to us afterwards.
Yeah. it's just MIDI files. There's no.
Well, we'll definitely have our enjoyment with it.
It's great tunes.
We love your music.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad someone does.
There's a lot of people who loves your music. I think my favorite song of you is actually Click Clock Woods.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
I think that's my favorite.
But there's 4 versions of it, so
so it's hard to pick your favorite because there's 4 different versions, and sometimes I want to hear the spring version, and sometimes I want to hear the winter version.
I really like the summer version.
Oh, that's your favorite? Okay. What's your favorite?
Yeah, it's that piece of music's quite weird, right? Because it was one of those pieces I wrote really quickly. So sometimes, it's super simple melody. It's not very complicated, and the harmony is very simple as well. And so I think sometimes the things you write quickly and that are simple often get to be the best things. And I remember writing the tune for Nabnut the Squirrel, and everybody loved that tune. And I really wrote it in like 5 minutes. Like, I think you need a tune for the squirrel. And I just wrote it like that because near the end of the game, I thought I need to write it quickly. A lot of people really like that tune. So sometimes I think when you just write quickly from your head and don't think about it, sometimes it comes out great.
And now that it's Christmas time, let's talk about the 3cc Peaks, the song, because that always gets me into the Christmas spirit. Yeah,
I'd say it's one of the best levels too in Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, like the whole level just give me like this nice Christmas feeling.
It's always, I guess it's always nice to write the winter tunes, right? I guess that sometimes winter stuff gets a bit ambient and tinkly, but for 3cc Peaks, I wanted to write a full-on, I don't know. I guess a Scandinavian tune in some respects. I wanted to write some,
That's why we like it so much, I think.
Maybe.
like in Mario 64, they have that really awesome winter tune with the accordion and all, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was listening to that thinking this is such a great winter tune. I wanted to write something that I thought could be, not as good as that, but as good as I could get, So, 3cc, I did a couple of versions of that, and I'm kind of, I like that tune a lot. It's one of my favourites of my own. It's a really happy, John, wintry tune. You can see people, at the ski lodge with the glass of eggnog. I was thinking, so yeah.
Play it for Christmas every year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Oh, and what kind of inspirations do you have, like, for your music? I heard that John Williams is one of your main inspirations.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think at Rare, when I was there in the early days, I was a big Danny Elfman fan.
Yeah.
So I kind of got that umpire thing from the Danny Elfman Beetlejuice soundtrack, that kind of idea. And you could make dark music sound quite happy, even though it's dark music, like inside Bad Monster Mansion. It's still quite a jolly tune, even though it's dark harmonies, because it's umpire, right? Umpire, like that,
Yeah.
But I guess all the way through my life, really, John Williams has been my favourite. I mean, I think you couldn't find a composer in the world that doesn't love John Williams, right? Yeah. And I kind of, I think that all his themes are so strong, like from Star Wars to Indiana Jones to Harry Potter. He just writes really strong themes that you remember forever. And so I always try to write strong themes. I mean, I don't always get there, but that's what I try to do. Because I really love the way he has different themes for different characters. You know, Darth Vader turns up. Darth Vader's.
You recognize it instantly, so.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like I love that way of writing music. I mean, I guess it's sometimes people that want to hear melodies that are super strong, but I really try to write a hooky, catchy melody if I can, no matter what, whether it's dark music or light music. I try to write something that's memorable, and I kind of feel like I think people like to remember something. I think they like it, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a kind of a weird question about Mad Monster Mansion.
Oh.
Okay.
I think you voiced the flower pots in that level.
I did.
Yeah, didn't you voice a lot of characters in Rare games?
I think in the early days, because people didn't want to, no one wanted to do it right, so it was just quick for me to do it easy and do it quickly. So a lot of the baddies that you stomp on and things is me going, oh, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, about the flower pots, I think there were a bit controversy about that, I think.
Yeah, it's weird.
Some don't think you say thank you, but something else. So
yeah, Nintendo thought, which is a bit weird, and so I had to do it like 3 or 4 times before they believed me. I was a bit like, do you really think I'm going to try and put FU into a video game like that?
Yeah.
But they really wanted it to change, you know. So I had to do it a few times to get them to understand it. That was a bit weird. And I ended up being the voice of Donkey Kong as well in Donkey Kong. So it was a bit weird. I didn't, but that was just because nobody else wanted to do it. So it was just quick for me, and I didn't think it would matter, you know. So but Nintendo asked for the samples after I did that game, and they used it for a little while after that, you know. So it's quite weird.
Can you still do the Donkey Kong voice?
Well, the thing about that voice, right? It's just my voice pitched down. So even though if I say okay or banana, you'd have to pitch it down to sound like Donkey Kong. It doesn't sound like Donkey Kong till you pitch it down.
So is it the same with Mumbo Jumbo also? That it's pitched down?
Yeah, that was like, I did that. Eat gum.
Yeah, there's a bit of a famous quote too, I think, about the Mumbo Jumbo.
It's come and have a go. So I did like got one up, eat up like that, and then I cut it up into pieces and just used it as his voice. So yeah,
interesting.
I still remember that.
Yeah, well, it turned up in a full chant in Mayhem Temple, so it was in there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's right in the background there, the full thing. But I used it cut up in the first game, so didn't really say anything in the first game. But the second game it actually says that.
It was in the team song, I think.
What team song?
Yes, it was.
Team music of Mayhem Temple, I think.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it's in the background. They can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. And also, you composed the infamous DK rap.
Infamous.
It's a lie. It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
You heard it.
and also the ukulele rap.
Oh, no, let's not talk about that.
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
The thing about the DK rap is that, I think that people hated it at the time.
Yeah.
But it's taken 20 years and people sort of like it a bit now, so it's all right. So I've had to wait 20 years for people to like it, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah. Everyone took it too serious, I think.
It was supposed to be a joke and no one got the joke except me, unfortunately. That was slightly unfortunate.
Oh, by the way, I don't think you told many people about that you used to play in a rock band.
Yes, many years. Yeah, I played it when I left. I played in rock bands before I went to university, and then when I left, I played in rock bands again. So I was in metal bands most of the time, and I played trumpet in a band called Little Angels, who were like a big UK rock band, and we did some big tours with them, like with Van Halen and Brad Adams and Bon Jovi and people like that. ZZ Top.
Yeah.
That was kind of Billy Idol. That was good fun.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I was kind of a metal guitar player most of the time, but I never really got anywhere. So yes, rock bands forever. That's what I say.
He used to have longer hair too, I think.
Yes. I wish I had it now, but unfortunately, I can't grow it back.
So did you meet a lot of rock legends while you were touring?
For sure. Yeah, I met Eddie Van Halen, all the Van Halen guys, Bon Jovi guys. Met them, because we did with Van Halen we did a 7-week tour with them, and we did a 7-week tour with Bon Jovi too.
Oh wow, cool.
And so also Brad Adams as well. We played super massive arena shows. We played Mannheim Stadium in Germany, which is like 90,000 people.
Wow.
Milton Keynes Bow, we did Royal Albert Hall, we did tons of gigantic venues. We certainly did the big arena thing in Europe, especially. We did a little small tour in the US, just a few cities like LA and San Francisco, New York, Baltimore. It was. Playing in those bands back in those days was great fun, right? You play these massive, gigantic gigs with thousands of people. It's the best fun ever.
Yeah. And also, didn't Eddie Van Halen give you a guitar or something?
He did indeed. That was amazing. Eddie Van Halen's the nicest man in the world. He really is a super friendly person. And from the minute we started the tour, he was talking to us all the time.
Yeah.
And he gave me a guitar. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he's my absolute hero as a guitar player. So I would have been happy with a plectrum from Eddie Van Halen. But he gave me a guitar, so that was incredible. So I've got it. I've kept it forever. Of course, it's my pride and joy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
you still play on it, or
absolutely.
Yeah.
He said, make sure you play the guitar. I said, I'm not going to give it to put it away in a cupboard and keep it as a collector's item. I want you to play it. So it's scratched, it's got dents in it because I play it all the time. So
nice.
It's a special guitar.
Has it ever been featured in any of your music that's been in games?
Probably. It's hard to quantify it. Maybe. I mean, I've had it since 1992-ish. So I got it before I worked at Rare. So I used it on stuff at Rare. But I forget which track I used it on. I used my Les Paul, I think, on GoldenEye. I used my Les Paul on the guitar solo in Grab by the Ghoulies at Embassy Ballroom. Yeah. But I definitely used it on some stuff. I used it on some of the Vivi Pinata romance dances for definite. But it's hard to remember what I've used it on, but definitely, yes.
Yeah. How do you celebrate Christmas? Do you have any traditions? Or?
Well, I kind of feel that Christmas in America is not quite as good as it is in the UK. Yeah. Because Thanksgiving is a big thing for Americans, I think, and also because there's so many different religions in America that a lot of the religions just don't celebrate Christmas in America. So your Christians do. Obviously, I'm an atheist, right? I haven't got a religion, but I think it does matter to a lot of other people. So the Jewish people, I don't think they celebrate Christmas Day. There's different things in America. So I feel like it's not quite as. I just feel the UK's got, or Europeans got a better Christmas than America. I really feel like that. It just gets celebrated way better in Europe than it does in America. Yeah. So, and also this year we are going back to the UK for Christmas this year. So quite excited.
Nice.
And meet some of the old folks.
Yes, hopefully go and see some of my old friends back in the UK. But we'll be in the frozen north for this year.
So it's not going to be like a Christmas party with the old Rare gang, or
I'm gonna go and see if I can see them maybe sometime. I'm gonna be there for like a couple of weeks. I'm gonna go and try and see them, but it's always hard in Christmas because people go see the family and all that. So to find out where they all are. But I'm hoping to go and see them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you listen a lot to the Home Alone soundtrack when it's Christmas?
My daughter likes that a lot. She loves that song. Yeah. So I've got that soundtrack. I play it in the car, so I've got that.
Yeah.
I guess I listen to those old classic 70s, 80s songs that everybody knows, like Slade and Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Like the UK seemed to have a real, in the 70s when I was a kid, right? Every Christmas there was a load of really great Christmas tunes came out, right? By all the glam rock bands in the day, right? So there's those kind of tunes have just stuck around forever. It's really weird. And it seems like Christmas songs don't get made as much these days, apart from my eggnog song, of course, which is like...
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Almost as memorable as the old ones.
Christmas classic in the making, that is, I tell you. So, yes, I do listen to all that old stuff that I remember as a kid, and my kids like it too. So it is all those old songs that from the kind of UK 70s that are the best Christmas songs for me.
Do you have like a favorite Christmas movie?
That's a good one. I do like some of when I was a kid, right? My dad was a massive kind of, Frank Sinatra, Gene Kelly, all the kind of big greats from the 50s. Yeah. So I do like some of the like White Christmas, some of the old classics.
Yeah, like Bing Crosby and.
Yeah, so I like A Wonderful Life with James Stewart. That's a great classic, where the angel has to gain his wings. I think that's a really great Christmas movie. Yeah. So I do like the old stuff. It reminds me of my dad and my mum and dad when I was young, as a kid in Scotland. So I like the old stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and it's pronounced Edinburgh, right?
Close.
Oh.
Close.
Yeah, I tried.
It's not Edinburgh. It's more like bruh at the end.
Ah, okay.
Hey, bruh. It's more like that. So
Edinburgh.
not quite as long as that. It's got to go Edinburgh. I just come in for Edinburgh. You can for Edinburgh, right? Aye. Like that.
I can't do that, so.
I'm Scottish. Come for Scotland, all right?
Yeah. Do you have any funny stories about Rare or
Oh, let's think of a rare, funny story.
like a Christmas party or?
I'm thinking now. Okay, so in the intro to Banjo-Kazooie, when they do the dance and all the instruments playing, right at the very intro movie.
Yeah.
So we had a designer called George Andreas, who was an assistant designer on Banjo-Kazooie, and he went on to be the main designer on Donkey Kong 64. And me and George are still friends to this day. He works in King now in Spain. So George is a great guy. But in those days, we made him do all the motion capture for Banjo, right? So he had to wear the suit with all the balls on it. And we made him dance around to the intro tune for Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, wow.
But after a little while, we decided that motion capture wasn't the way to go, and it was going to be better to hand animate all the characters rather than do it with a proper motion capture suit. But we kept George's movements for the intro movie. So those hip rotations you see Banjo doing, that's George Andreas doing his dance. That's really is George Andreas' hips doing the hip dance.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I don't know if he's happy about that or
maybe not.
I think he is. I think he can claim that Banjo's hips are his.
Yeah, that's true.
So do you remember any of the Rare Christmas parties? Like any funny stories?
I remember all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you?
Very drunken affairs. Yes. There was always something happened at the Rare Christmas parties. I used to play in the back. So we put together a staff band a couple of years, and me and Dave Wise, Robin Beanland, and Dave Clinic, Ben Cullum, Jamie Hughes.
Cool.
We got the guys together. We all put a band together, and I used to get guest vocalists, Chris Marlowe, who did the voice of the Mighty Pooh. He sang songs, and Louise O'Connor, who's still there, she sang some songs. Louise Stamper, who was Chris's sister, she did some songs. Kevin Bayliss, who's now at Platonic, he sang some songs. So we used to put the band together every year and just play for the party. So used to get quite drunk, unfortunately. So it wasn't very. It became a bit of an event. So yeah, the Christmas parties at Rare were pretty spectacular. We used to hire a big marquee tent, put it in the grounds outside, and the staff and Tim, the bosses used to man the bar. So Tim and Carol Stamper, Chris Stamper, they used to be the bar people, and we used to get all the drinks for free, and they used to serve all the staff, and it used to be a very drunken affair.
So that's when you were only allowed to have all the teams together, or?
Well, obviously we could see the stables, kind of barns we worked in were all blocked, so you only had a code. You couldn't get into the barns if you weren't on the team. So we were kept very separate. That's the way they like to do it.
Secrecy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but no secrecy when it's Christmas.
No.
Especially not when you're very drunk. Then.
Yeah. One thing I say about the Stamper family, they used to look after the staff very well.
Yeah.
Like, it was a family-run company before Microsoft bought it, and it was just all the family. Tim and Chris were there, the bosses. Stephen Stamper was there. Carol Stamper was Tim's wife. She worked in the office. Louise Stamper was Tim's sister, worked in the office. Tim's parents, Beryl and John, worked there. All the Stamper, and Carol's dad, Alan Ward, was there. All the family ran the company, so it felt a nice family-run affair. I loved it back in those days. It was brilliant.
And the bar was always open?
At Christmas time. Yeah, only at Christmas. No other time. Yeah.
So not all year?
No, just for the party.
Okay. Because sometimes it feels like you guys were drinking like all the time. Because when you, especially when you play stuff like Banjo and Conquer, like the dialogue, it's very...
Yeah, I think it's that kind of very kind of British humour. I think the British humour is in games, right? I think that's part of the appeal of those games. It's a very kind of British feel to it. I think that slightly Monty Python-esque in some respects. I feel like that British humour was a big part of those games.
Yeah, there's a lot of innuendos in Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah,
absolutely. I feel like Nintendo spotted some and didn't spot others. So, we tried our best.
I'm very thankful for that.
So, since I've come all this way to Norway and it's very cold, I thought I might give you like another little present. So I brought my favourite food, which is haggis from Scotland. I thought you might like to try some nice haggis. It's actually it's meat and it's cooked inside a sheep's stomach. So it's it doesn't sound very nice, but it tastes great. So I wonder if you'd like to try it.
Yeah.
You gotta try something sometime. So
Yeah, I'm always open to try new stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like peppery. Yeah, it's like peppery meat. So let's see what you think of it, shall we?
Yeah, let's try it.
That's right.
It tastes like a sheep.
Yeah, I just pretended to eat it. So.
Hey, don't spit it out, Derek.
Okay. I
think most people don't want to eat it, but it is Scotland's national dish, so I like it.
We have kind of a weird and not a national dish, but we have something called sheep's head. Where we eat
What's that?
a sheep's head.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, That's
Yeah.
disgraceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yum yum.
Yeah, I think that's worse actually.
So what is Norway's national dish? What is it?
I think isn't it fårikål?
Yeah, I don't know how to say that in English. So.
Yeah, I think it's like a big stew with like I think it's cabbage and sheep meat.
Right.
So it's kind of like a soup, but it's not a soup. I don't know.
Right.
It's weird.
It's not fondue. Is that Switzerland? Is that?
No.
And Norwegian dishes are a bit complicated, so.
Yeah, we have a lot of weird food. Yeah.
Don't you have like sort of pickled fish or something like that, and that kind of thing?
Yeah, we have a lot of weird stuff.
Like pickled herring or.
Oh dear, yeah, I don't want that. Dreadful.
No, that's Sweden, frankly.
And also we have something called lutefisk. What's that in English, Eric?
I don't remember. Lutefisk.
I don't know. It's like lute. I don't know what the English word is, but it's like a chemical that you put in the. You soak the fish in like this chemical that's poisonous.
Right.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
Yeah, you just lay it rest there for like a day or something, and then you put the fish out and then you eat it, and it's like yay.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody die?
Why?
And then the fish tastes like nothing. It's just like jelly.
Yeah.
Oh God, it sounds horrendous.
It's not,
Yeah, and then you put some bacon on it and some potatoes and some good sauce, and then it's like yummy.
Yeah. I think I'll give that one a wide berth.
Oh.
So what do you say, Grant? Should we go and play some Banjo-Kazooie now?
Definitely.
I'm up for that.
Let's do Mr. Vile. Who can beat Mr. Vile?
I think that's you, Eric. You're the banjo master.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. And afterwards we should play some Super Smash.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Banjo and King K. Rool, of course.
You're right.
Yeah. Who do you main in Super Smash, Grant?
Donkey Kong.
I've got to say, I don't really play it very often. My son's a massive fan of it, so he plays it, and he does main Banjo-Kazooie now. He's changed.
Yeah.
So he's a big fan. So, but obviously I forced him to do it because he can't play it without Banjo-Kazooie. He's not allowed. So
you should only play as Donkey Kong, so you can like make all the noises and stuff.
well, no, yeah, I think it's different samples these days. But I can do the Donkey Kong rap.
Yeah.
By memory.
Can you do it now?
Oh God, I might. I don't think I want to. I've done it too many times over the years now. I think I'm all rapped out. No more raps for me. I'm never going to do another rap as long as I live. That's it. I'm so bad at it. I'm the worst rapper in the world. I write the worst rap music in the world. I'm never doing it ever again.
You heard it here. It's official. Ukulele rap is the last one.
Never ever again.
I will definitely buy a rap album by you.
For the worst rap album.
Well, it's like a guilty pleasure, you know.
It's so bad it's good.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go play some banjo and drink some eggnog.
Yeah. See you there.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yo ho ho, etc.
We drink our nog this time of year to usher in some festive cheer. We raise our glasses to the sky and hope that Santa's passing by. Noggers of the world, let's drink a glass or two. Forget about those calories and all that cholesterol too. So if you want to smile today, just drink a glass and shout, well, hey, there's nothing like a sip or two to make you jolly through and through. Knock, 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 knock. There's knock for me and knock for you, and even knock for you know who. There's knock with booze and knock with none, so everyone can join the fun. Noggers of the world, we've waited all year long. It's time to fill our glasses and sing this silly song. So let's all get a nogging on, 'cause December will soon be gone, and then it just won't be the same till noggin time is here again.
Sola og cola, julekalender. Sola og cola, med deilig kanelsmak. Sola og cola, hver dag helt fram til jul. Sola